On the downside of things, if we just take a look at the chart, this is their V2 contract, and we can see we're sitting right now at about 2 cents, which is absolutely crazy to think because we've seen all-time highs of around 20 cents. Now it's down to 2 cents. But if we just take a look at my actual position on Titano, I invested my $200 Canadian back on November 27th of 2021. So it's been a bit more than 5 months. And like I said, I put $200 Canadian. So I do believe at the time it was around $160 USD after all the taxes and after the conversion rate. And I had 1,800 Titano tokens. So the first thing we need to realize is that the price of Titano when I bought it was around 8 cents. I would love to go show you that price, but unfortunately on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko, they have removed that price just because it's on the V1, and now they're trying to implement V2 pricing. So we can't actually go back and see. I'm sure there is a way, but nonetheless, when I put in my $200 in Titano, I was around 8 cents. And as I just showed you guys, Titano right now is sitting at 2 cents. Now, obviously we can see that my position, the total amount earned, is essentially my balance, is now worth $775. So of course it's a lot less than when Titano was at 20 cents. This amount was around $4,000. I was on cloud 9, but again, when I invested, my journey or my motto was just that I was okay losing the amount I invested, and I was just going to ride out this wave, whether it's upwards or downwards. But all that to say is that even though the price of Titano is sitting at 2 cents, which is much lower than when I bought 5 months ago, which was again around 8 cents, we can see that I've still made money on Titano. So that is exactly what an auto staking protocol, just like Titano, is doing. They are basically rewarding you in their native token, and even if the value of their native token goes down, you can still potentially make money in the long run. Now, this is not financial advice. As I said, I've been invested in this for 5 months. This balance was around $4,000 at one point. I could have taken it out. So even with the price of Titano being at 2 cents, I've still made some money on this investment. Now, of course, it's unrealized gains, and it's not actually money I can use because it's still in my Titano balance. But as I said many times, I just plan on holding it and seeing what happens next. Now, if we quickly talk about the play protocol, as we can see, this balance was closer to 560,000 just a few days ago, and now it's closer to 475,000. That is again because the price of Titano keeps on dipping, so the amount of Titano in this protocol are basically losing some value. And as we can see, over the last 4 days or so, it has gone down by about $100,000. But all that to say is that if the price of Titano comes back up and it goes back to, let's say, 3 cents, we're going to see this price move as well. Now, this draws in approximately 3 days, and I've just made some quick calculations to see how you could guarantee yourself winning a portion of this pool. As we know, there's 25 winners. So if we divide this number by 25 and we do some quick math here, 475,000, let's just round it up to that. So that would give us a total amount of $1,900 per person who would win the Titano play. And in order to guarantee yourself of winning, if we just put a certain amount, which is 320,000 Titano, that would give you a 1 in 23 chances of winning. And if you're wondering how much money that is, if we go on to the switch here and we put